Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of How Did We Get Here? Today, my name is Isaac, your host, and with my co-host here, Mao.
Hello, hello.
Hey Mao, uh, how's your week so far?
My week so far is not that glamorous, To be honest, I've been through a lot this whole week of this month, and to be frank, I was a bit out. I was tired. A lot of things
Uh,
happen, but we keep everything behind the door. I just bring out my best suit so people can enjoy.
yeah, don't worry. We all have a tough week. Hopefully not everyone is having a tough week. I hope also if you do, it's just temporary, okay?
Yeah,
And also, I'm just having a normal week, I guess. But honestly, I just can't wait for the next public holiday or just the next holiday. And one thing for sure is I'm glad that I'm staying in Malaysia.
yep.
And in Malaysia, I'm not sure to those people who are not aware, Malaysia has a lot of public holidays. Like almost every single month, there is at least one public holiday. We have to take to our multiracial uh culture. We have
Yeah,
Chinese, Indian, Malay, uh, Sikh, and so on. Okay, I'm not trying to discriminate anyone, but yeah, I'm just
That's too much, man. That's too much, to be honest. But it's a
okay.
good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm actually grateful that we have this number of public holidays in Malaysia. And speaking of public holidays, it reminds me back like before I go continue, right? So I think the first upcoming holiday is Taipusam, and also after that is Chinese New Year. I mean,
Wait, Tepusan start first?
yeah, Taipusam start first. Taipusam
Oh,
is on the 1st of February, if I recall.
oh man. All right.
Taipusam, of course, people will go to Batu Caves. Yeah, Batu Caves, they will be
Yeah.
doing a lot of the what
Ceremony.
yeah, ceremony,
Yeah.
the whole tradition and so on,
Yeah.
performing. I have did I went there? No, I don't think
Uh,
I went there because it was just jam-packed and everyone's just gonna be there. It's gonna be filled and packed.
yep.
Yeah, but I heard my friends been there. Have you been there before, Mel?
To be honest, I've never been to Batu Caves, the temple, like at all. Even though I live in KL, I've never been there. I don't know why.
Wow. Oh, okay. You need to
Yeah.
explore, man. You need to explore around KL.
Yeah, I should.
Of course, there are many places to explore in Malaysia, but KL is just close by.
Maybe there's a project, there's an experience
Mm.
upcoming. This is of some sort like a teaser. But anyway,
Ah, okay, okay.
yeah.
Are you sure?
Maybe we're gonna announce it. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So where was I? Oh, right. Right. The Butter Caves.
Yeah,
Right.
Batu
Yeah.
Caves.
Yeah. But yeah, I never been there. Mount had. Oh no, I've been there. Okay,
You've
I've been
been
there a few
there?
times. Yeah, I've been there a few times, but not during the festive season, the
Yeah, yeah,
Thaipusam
yeah.
or Deepavali and so on, etc. Yeah. But I've been there. I've been bringing my friends there. But Mel, you should really go, man.
Yeah, because the place looks cool, to be honest. Going
Yeah.
into the caves and stuff like that. There's beautiful temples and such.
Yeah. Climb the stairs, man. I
Yeah,
forgot. It's roughly 200 steps more than that. I think give or take.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's the point that I don't want to go there to climb the stairs.
Exercise, man. You need to keep fit.
Yeah, I'm getting fit this year. Maybe it's not
Okay.
my resolution, but I try to do my best.
All right. All right. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Um. Okay. So typo stuff, and then after that we have Chinese New Year.
Yes.
And the best thing about Chinese New Year is ang paos.
Yes, Ampao, of course.
You know. Speaking of Chinese New Year, right? I think coming back to the old days, like okay, I'm just going to go deep back during my school days,
Yeah.
and we talk about public holidays and so on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think when I was young, it was much more joyful because technology wasn't involved. There was no smartphones, there were no Wi-Fi, everything so on. I was back to my great grandparents' place. And we were
Mm.
like out in the my great grandmother has a big field in front of the house. I mean, when we go into hometown, right? So Chinese New Year, people going to go back to the hometown, and I was there with my cousins. We were all playing football as a kid. It was like what 6 years old, 7 years old ish,
Yeah.
and it was quite fun. Everything was just more traditional, was more less modern.
Mhm, mhm.
And it was quite joyful. And man, like talking about the school days, right? It just reminds me of the school holidays, man. Just imagine back, school holidays.
I mean, to talk about school holidays, I have a different kind of perspective in mind. I don't want to keep the idea of holidays down, but all right, when you in high school, not high school, when you was a kid, all right, um, our holiday, our Malaysian holiday always starts somewhere in November and December, right?
Yep.
And then one thing that relates to November and December or the end of the year is the rain, the monsoon season.
Mm.
Yes, of course you can go vacation outside Malaysia, go international, but you know, during sometimes people there's unfortunate people out there suffers a lot
Yeah.
during the holiday times.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, um, I can't say much about that, but yeah, I get what you mean. I get where you're coming from,
Yeah.
and not everyone has how's it given the opportunity. Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
put it that way, given the opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm grateful for what I have, and how's it? Uh, I mean, when you're an adult, right? School holidays means nothing. It's just another day. But
Mm.
to a kid, it means a lot. You get to have more free time, more breaks. And you get to enjoy it. And as a kid, right, you're not only looking forward to the public holidays, but also the school holidays. And
Yes.
that's like it's almost equivalent to like the people the students from the Western countries like Europe and US. They count on the 4 seasons. So like summer break and winter break, is equivalent to that. And then right, adults there, they still work regardless of the summer break or the winter break.
Yes. It sucks
Yeah.
being an adult.
Yeah, it sucks being an adult. And to be honest, I really miss my childhood days, when we can just be ourselves.
Yeah.
Do it wrong, and don't get me wrong, responsibilities, man.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, the responsibilities is the least amount as a kid. And of course, I mean, I will just say that lah. But those were the days, man.
Yeah.
When we were kids, when we were young, and we not only look forward to the public holidays, but also the school holidays.
Yeah.
But now, as an adult, uh, but anyways,
To be honest though, like when you said you go to your hometown, right? When during Chinese New Year.
yeah,
When I was a kid, I did almost the same thing. You go back to your great grandfather house. I go back to my
yeah,
grandfather's house in
yeah,
Perak also.
yeah,
It's a fun time. Like most of my cousins back then, we are about same age, so we can hang out. But nowadays, I'm the oldest, so I couldn't relate so much to them because they're still a bit younger than me. So kind of I feel a different kind of vibe in the situation. I cannot go closer to my uncles and my aunts because they are much more older. I cannot go close to my to hang out closer to my cousin because they are much younger.
wow,
That's nowadays kind of situation. But back then it's so fun. During Hari Raya, like the first day is like super crazy. You,
wow.
you talk
I
about ang pao, we have duit raya. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's such a great time. But nowadays, not so much. I mean, I still celebrate it. Like I go for raya kind of prayers and stuff like that. But
yeah.
nowadays, I hang out more with my friends rather than my family. Like that's about stuff that I do.
Are you talking about the gen gap here, man?
Gem gap?
Yeah, because you say your uncle, auntie, right? Meaning the generation, no, as you grow older, right? The generation gap, like it's like a barrier, to some people.
Oh yeah,
It's like you when you grow older, the topic of commerce, the topic of interest, right, changes. When
yeah,
you're a kid, right? What can you talk about? You just talk about whatever the adults is telling you. It's like, oh, how's your studies and so on. But now when you come to adulthood, right, when you want to talk to your uncle or auntie, right, or any relatives and so on, etc., right, you don't want to talk about work because work is just being like a pain in the six.
yeah. But funny thing is, like talking to my aunts and talking to my uncles nowadays is more like politics and stuff. I mean, don't I don't want to talk about that, man. Seriously.
Yeah, yeah, like I say, the gen gap, the topic of
Yeah,
interest has
yeah,
has shifted. But yeah, I think we can talk about that in another future episode of the gen gap talk. Like
yeah.
what have changed, along the way. But yeah, and you know, of course, primary school and secondary school is still more or less the same about, but as you grow older, right, the topic of change has, even when you're a high school or yeah, we call it secondary school lah, in this
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
See, I mean, it's still the same. Everything is just that you're growing older. That's it, you know. And then after that, what's next after secondary school? I mean, after the SPM is one of the one paper before you take your college
SPM?
level. SPM, yeah, after SPM,
Yeah.
it's like SPM is like how's it, like an entrance to your college, or you
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
Form 6 and so on, etc. lah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, depending on which school you're in and so on, and then comes to young adulthood life, which is the
Yeah.
college life
Yes.
and uni life. And I mean, don't get me wrong, college life, you still have public holidays to look forward to. But I think the difference is we have semester break.
Of course.
Yeah, school holidays. What is school holidays to college students or uni students?
For me, it's not very impactful. Yeah, because I can just go back home. My uni is very close to my house.
Mine
Yeah.
is not, man. Mine is not. My
Quite
my,
far.
my home is a bit far. Yeah, my home is quite far.
Ah.
All I can say is it's quite far. I'm not gonna say anything else. I would say one day when I'm like, I'm quite open to it.
Ah.
Yeah, but it's quite far from me, so I don't get to have a chance or opportunity to go back whenever I want to. Yeah, I have to wait for the semester break.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
my uni is basically like 20 ringgit grab drive from my house.
Oh,
Yeah, that close. But I still like I have
is it before
friends.
the Uber was still in, or was Uber already out back then?
It just on time when Grab become a thing, you know, back in 2018. I think
Okay, Uber is already
yeah.
out. Uber is already out.
Already out, yeah.
Yeah, because back then when Grab and Uber
Mm.
was still around during my college uni years, they were competing with each other.
Oh
So
yeah.
Grab and Uber, right? They always have a very cheap fare.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. They had a cheap fare. Because if you say Grab is 20 ringgit, right? Meaning Uber was already out already.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a pain.
But Uber sucks though, not gonna lie. Because
Well, Uber,
their fare is kind of weird. Like on if you use Grab for example, the fare always gonna be like the exact number, like 16 ringgit or 20 ringgit. But Uber no. They're gonna give you like, okay, the fare is about 14 ringgit and 37 cents. Do you wanna pay cash or card? Like who keeps 37 cents in their pockets, you know?
the question is, who keeps a 5 cents or and 1 cent?
Yeah. So there's always the driver always get tip, which is good. Tip your drivers,
Yeah,
100%.
to your drivers. Yeah,
But
to your drivers.
keep the number like on the dot, you know.
Yeah,
Round it up.
round up now.
Yeah.
Right, round it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it's just a very Western thing, They say keep the change, keep the
Yeah.
change. Yeah, because who wants coins?
Yeah, who wants to keep coins? And in their car also. You're driving with the coin stash and it
Yeah.
jiggles around, makes some noise, and I'm not comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, quick question, Mal.
Yep.
What you study for your college and uni, right? Is it something related to you grow up as, I mean, after you graduated, is it related or somewhere off track?
It's about yes or no on that question. I studied computer science.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, I didn't
Mhm.
continue my degree. Sadly, I don't have
Okay.
time. I have a story for that.
Okay.
Yeah. I love computers so much. I love the technology. At the same time, I think technology is gonna be the one cause that's gonna kill us. It sounds a bit conspiracy-ish, but I do believe that. So yeah, I love about computers. I love hardwares. I love doing softwares. I know how to code. Maybe still now. Oh no, I haven't coded in a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How about you, man?
I study information systems,
Oh,
so
IT.
yeah, I'm also IT. I'm also IT.
Yeah.
I did some software development,
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
I made a switch. Now I'm now doing QA, quality assurance engineer. So it's still related to what I'm studying, more or less, give or take. But yeah, because I mean the reason why I'm asking is because there are some students, oh sorry, not students, some adults, right? They study this, but they end up doing something else.
Yeah.
They're doing something else, and I'm not sure they're on the right. I'm not okay. To be honest, I'm not sure, but I feel like some of them did the right thing, even though they studied completely the opposite, and some people are just doing it because just to survive, and this and that.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part about adulthood.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's your choice, to be honest,
yeah,
to go through
yeah,
college, right?
yeah. And uni, don't forget about
And
uni.
uni, yeah. To the kids out there who haven't finished high school yet, when you need to choose your course for uni, choose wisely. Choose the one who that's gonna what's the word, like, gonna benefit you in the future. That's gonna be a big cost in your life.
Yeah, yeah. Try to choose something that is very. I would say choose something beneficial because don't get me wrong. There are people out there. They, like I said, they did the opposite thing. Okay, they
Yeah,
studied what they studied, but they end up doing something else.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But somehow when they did something else, and somehow they actually benefit them.
Mm,
Because I think it's more like, how to say this, their interest, their passion.
mm.
And sometimes parents. I mean, to the parents out there, sometimes you need to have faith in your children. And
Yeah,
I've
truly.
seen a lot of stories. I've seen stories. I've read stories here and there. But yeah, I mean, I just wish everyone does their best and hope that uh, they actually keep an eye on it, and
Yeah,
be aware of your children's choice or their interests and so on. Not everything you think is what you think is right. That's
yeah,
okay. I'm not trying to say how to parent how to do parenting. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just saying is like you need to know that there are times you need to trust a child.
yeah. Need to find a
But
way
yeah,
to shape it for the future, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, let them fail because I think parents these days they try to protect their children so much that failure is not an option.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
they have this kind of, they don't want to hurt their children by telling the truth about society or the truth about life, you know. It might
Yeah.
hurts their developing brain. But at some age you need to be truthful to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't believe it. I know we're going deep, but I didn't expect it to be this deep.
Yeah. We're going off topic so far, but it's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I mean we're not just only talking about the holidays, but we're also talking a bit of mental health, also talking about some parenting. I mean, honestly, I mean what we say could be wrong because we are not parents. Okay,
Yeah.
we are still adults, not married.
Yep.
That's what I can say. We're not
Yeah.
married here, and I know who are we to judge to say these kind of advices. But one thing for sure is we were once a kid, we were once a child, we were once a teenage, we were once a young adult, college student, uni student, trying to make our choices here and there.
Yep.
We have been there, and I mean, depending on our everyone's parents, but
Depending on
yeah,
everyone, like background, their history, it's go
mm,
deeper than that. That's how some kids are develop.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. Okay, okay. I think we're going a bit off
Yeah, we're
track
going
this.
a bit off, and then we're going too deep for this.
Yeah, yeah. I know this episode was supposed to go deep, but not too deep, not
Not
to this
this,
deep.
not this kind of deep, deep talk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
But yeah,
anyway, talk about Sam breaks.
yeah, sand breaks. But yeah, and once you graduated, you wear that square hat.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called, but I just call it square hat because that's mostly people end at the degree. I mean, not everyone managed, but I'm just saying, from the normal rat race kind of journey ish.
yeah. The
So then,
graduation kind of
yeah,
wear.
yeah, the era, everything, and then here comes adulthood,
Yep.
where all school holidays, semester breaks no longer relevant. The
Yeah.
only thing is relevant to us is public holidays and the weekends, and also annual leaves, and also MC.
MC.
Ah, damn.
Damn,
Talking
lives get
about
hard from that.
uh, you're working like what? I don't I can't remember how many public holidays we have in Malaysia, but I mean the total of the 365 days, I think I give about 10 to 15 days. So like what? 350, give or take,
Yeah.
and that's excluding annual leaves and MCs.
Mm.
Oh wait, I also forgot about the weekends.
Weekends,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
I was about to tell that. Like we work about what? We have 52 weeks in a year, minus 2 per week. So about, I don't know, 40, I guess. I'm not good with maths.
yeah, I'm not gonna Google it, man. I'm not gonna Google
Yep.
it. But you get what I mean here, Eric. I
Yeah,
mean,
I get it.
here, you get what I mean. You get what we mean, man. You get what we mean.
But pretty
But
much,
yeah,
if you want to have like vacation or holiday during your work days, pretty much a gamble. You need to aware. You need to schedule everything so you
yeah,
can have fun. Who schedule something to have fun? If you want to have fun, just have fun, man. But once you reach adulthood, that thing becomes the norm.
yeah.
And I couldn't say it suck because it's suckier if you don't have a time to enjoy. At this
Mm.
point, it's just enjoy it.
Hey, hey, when you speak about, about planning your vacation, right? And
Yeah.
the thing is about when you use up your leaves, you
Mm.
go unpaid leaves.
Yes.
And it's like, oh my god, you have to deduct your salary just to get some day off.
Yeah, that sucks,
Oh my
man.
god.
That
And of
sucks.
course, MCs, right? I
Mm.
mean, back then, MCs, you need to sleep. Okay, you need
Yeah,
the
the
medical sleep.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad some companies these days they accept that you don't need an MC because sometimes, right, you don't need to go to the clinic. Something can just take a day off.
Oh, really?
Just
They
use the MC.
allow that?
Yes, there are
That,
some companies that allow that.
damn. I'm kind of jealous.
Yes. I mean, depending lah. Mostly those MNCs and big companies lah.
Ah, I see that. And also,
Yeah.
we should like implement something like a mental health kind of
Yeah.
work off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
those are the MC sleeps that doesn't require the MC sleep
Oh,
at
it
all.
included in that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
That's
it does.
so fucking
But it's
cool.
still same 14 days. It's still same 14 days.
Ah, yeah.
Yes, I've seen some companies that have this policy like, okay, you are given like 3 or 5 days without using MC sleep, and the rest you must provide MC sleep,
Ah, I
regardless it's a
see.
1 day or two, one regardless is I mean not regardless, but of course if it's a 1 day as well lah. Uh,
Yeah.
there are some companies that implement it, but again, it really depends on the manager lah and so on because uh you know tradition still sticks around.
Yeah. Couldn't get rid of it.
Oh man, talking about all of this is so deep
It's
and
it's so exhausting talking about work, man. To be honest,
yeah,
but we need to talk about it. It's
yeah,
part of the environment.
yeah. It's part
Yeah.
of growth, it's part of the challenge, it's part
Yeah.
of us.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's not something we can just turn back time and like go back to being a child, and
Yeah.
isn't that, I mean, the questions does come back like, would you go through all of this again if you have the opportunity, has a
Oh,
like change your path,
if
what you
people
do
ask
different?
me like a genie given option about that, like, would you go back like 20 years ago and fix everything? I would do it in a heartbeat, man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting. I don't know about me though, because honestly, if I do change some of my decision making back
Yeah.
then, I won't be here. I won't be here talking
Yeah,
to you, man.
yeah. To be honest, yeah, that's true. I thought about that because I've been missing a lot because I'm a huge procrastinator. I hate to be that kind of person. I always like I leave it behind, but I that's a bad thing. I want to focus on the reality. I want to be present. I don't want to procrastinate, leave everything back, and then come back to it. Maybe some people said I do have ADHD. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, just go a bit off topic, but
Yeah.
lately a lot of people, a lot of adults lately have been getting, how to say, not to say they've been diagnosed with ADHD because
Yeah,
I think of the technologies being involved in a way. I'm
yeah,
not sure.
that's true.
I'm no expert in this, but I heard that because people have been being so comfortable with technologies that might have caused like an ADHD kind of situation.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But yeah,
but I don't want to self-diagnose myself. Maybe I'm just
yeah.
weird.
No, no. You can self-diagnose, man. You need a professional to diagnose it.
Yeah. But anyway, holidays. What's okay? Being a bit off topic. What's your ideal holiday?
Actually, okay. Even though I'm Chinese and I'm not Christian, just FYI,
All right.
but I enjoy Christmas.
Do you enjoy Christmas?
I enjoy Christmas.
Oh,
Okay, the reason why I like Christmas is not about uh I mean, okay lah, it's about the whole Christmas spirit, the Christmas miracle, the decoration and stuff. I don't
yeah.
know. I enjoy more to Christmas than Chinese New Year. I mean, don't get me
Ah,
wrong, Chinese New Year I get ang pao and stuff, but I feel more relaxed in a way. Feel much more connected
I
than just
see.
because of the Christmas miracle. I don't know. Maybe I have been watching too much Christmas movies, about the Christmas miracles and so on.
I mean, I don't know how to relate to that because I never celebrated Christmas.
I never celebrate too, but I
Yeah.
just enjoy Christmas.
Yeah, I do want to be part of that someday because it's a diverse thing. Why exclude yourself in a country that includes everything, right?
Mm,
So why not? Because I celebrated Chinese New Year, I celebrate like Diwali, and of course Raya, Hari Raya.
yeah, yeah.
But I miss on Christmas. I don't know why. Yeah,
Interesting. Maybe it's time for you to have take a twist this year.
yeah. Who
Maybe you
knows?
take a turn. Yeah.
But once you
Yeah.
grow up, though, Christmas is different. Most likely you go to parties and you think about that. I'm not like a
Uh,
party goer. I never been to
I don't even go to
clubs.
parties. I don't
Yeah.
even go to parties. I don't
Ah.
even go to parties. I'm
Oh
more
yeah.
to just enjoy the decoration. You just enjoy the view,
Ah.
the
You
nights. That's it.
you enjoy like the vibe of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not about the parties. It's not about drinking. It's not about the people. I mean, of course, you have people, the one you care, the one you adore, the one you love. Of course, it's better. But I mean, I have my single moments. I also have my relationship moments, and
Yeah.
I have been both sides, and I still enjoy Christmas regardless.
Yeah.
I always feel much more connected in Christmas than Chinese New Year.
I feel like
But yeah,
yeah, because Christmas like it's very very big. For some people, for some country even. It's a fun celebration, nevertheless. When you go to the mall, see the big tree, and then the
yeah,
sleigh and Father Christmas. What's it called?
Santa
Yeah, the
Claus.
Santa Claus. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And then sometimes they spray like something on the air, so it feels like oh it's snowy, even though it's 30 outside. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of okay lah. Speaking of all these holidays and work, right?
Yeah.
I do have one question to ask. Have you ever wondered what we can do more or what you can do more instead of just going through the whole 9 to 5 or 9 to 6?
Hmm.
Because to me, I feel like I know we're adults. I know we are just trying to get through our lives, until the day we retired or and so on. Okay. But I feel like there's more to than just the 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. I know people telling me like, you are the one who decide what to do after that 9 to 6, the before, I mean, the moment you wake up, uh, the after you finish your work,
Yeah.
you either go to gym, dinner, meet your friends, or meet your family, and etc. etc. But I don't know. I feel like from that 9 to 5, right? I feel like we can do more than that. Instead of just trying to how say be part of the norm. Just
Yeah.
working through it.
Because the idea
Yeah.
of 9 to 5 is pretty much it's implemented into the society since what the 1900s, being a long time people working 9 to 5, but before people are working for themselves. They open store, they open it when they wake up, and then they close it when everybody's gone. That's
Mm.
basically what happened back in 1800 and 1700 back then.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
the only thing there's like a boss and stuff like that. It's more like a factory workers, the blue collars, the people who build house and stuff like that. But most people
Mm.
they just work for themselves, and I live that kind of simple life. I
Mm.
in my own fantasy, I live in that kind of world. Even though I'm a techie guy, computer guy, and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't really need this kind of technology. I sometimes like imagine I live somewhere remote and then work for myself, like go farming, cutting woods, making my own stuff. All work for my own survivability. I don't want. I don't think like having a boss or follow your boss or everything. It's healthy. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. It depends on situations, but sometimes the great thing is to take care of yourself. That's number one thing always. Do work on yourself. Some
Yeah.
people they forgot about that. To relate with the idea of holidays and leaves, annual leaves, right? Some people they work their ass off, like no breaks at all through the year, and that's crazy. Sometimes you need to treat yourself because if there's nobody else gonna treat yourself beside yourself. That's the only thing I can say. You know, yes, you can work till you die, but at what cost? You don't even work for yourself. The best thing about being an adult is you have your own choices upon your hand, on your palm, basically. So you make that choices, you know. Sometimes you need a break. Your body need a break. Your mind need a break. So this is a bit deep, but people should know and people should care about it because, like I said before, there's nobody else gonna care about you beside yourself. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's true. I mean, the moment you leave that role, the position in the company, right, you
yeah,
just get replaced at the end of the day.
yeah.
Yeah, everyone is just replaceable.
Mm. We want to talk
Yeah.
about like the situation of how Malaysian. I'm not gonna say Malaysian, but majority of country that go through or not go through using the capitalist kind of system, you can see it once you be part of it. You know, you can
Mm.
see the dark side or the reality of it. I know
Wow.
this topic is a bit deep, bit hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to be this deep. I
yep,
mean, we were just talking about school holidays and annual
yeah,
leaves, MC, but somehow, wow, it really blew my mind, the how far we went, and it's
yeah,
crazy. Yeah, it was just more than that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I was thinking about this topic to talk about, school holidays to annual leaves, I just been wondering about my life, like as I at the moment we graduated and then we are off to the workforce, working our butts off and just like work, 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 earning, paycheck by paycheck. It does makes me question like, is this what I want to do? Is this where I want to go with
yeah,
for until the day I retired? And I mean and so on lah. But I just feel like there is more to than this whole 9 to 5 lah. That's what I see because I just don't feel like myself, whenever I'm at work. I feel like a completely different personality and everything so on. But starting this has given the opportunity to be a bit more me, more
yeah,
like myself, I'm not sure about you, Mao, but to me it has given me opportunity to give me the freedom. I'd say freedom of speech, but more to give me the freedom to be who I am, what I
yeah,
am to be.
yeah.
So
But
yeah.
but to me, for doing this podcast, I think it opens my what's called some sort of a door, like a opportunity, I guess. Like for me
Open the
to,
horizon.
yeah, open the
Open the
horizon.
horizon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can explore more into my creative mind. I want to do something more creative. I want to create of something. You know, doing work for other people, it's not glamorous. 100%. You need to agree with that. Most people gonna agree with that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to be, you know, like you said, working 9 to 5 till I get my pension.
Mm.
Uh, Someday I want to do something else. I want, like, in my mind, I want to do carpentry because it's fun. I want to do
Yeah.
art because it's fun. You know, I
Mhm.
want to do stuff for my own because I live on it.
Yeah.
And the most of all, I want to help people also because why not? You live in on Earth. You know, help each other.
Yeah.
Why go
Yeah.
through war?
Yeah.
So that's basically it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we all want to make an impact in a way, we want to make changes, we want to do something.
Yeah,
And yeah, I agree lah, because I think this podcast has given both of us an opportunity, a door for
yeah,
us to make an impact somehow. And I mean, we are planning, just a FYI to everyone, we are planning some projects to connect with you all, and we
mm.
are taking. I mean, we are serious about it. Been connect, try to reach out, try to connect in a way. Like I'm not sure how, but we will try to make it. So yeah,
It's some
uh,
sort of project that we all can share, like
yeah,
anonymously or anything. We
yeah,
can share because our focus on this platform is to give an opportunity for everyone to
yeah.
speak their mind or to speak their truth.
Say whatever you want. You want to give
Yeah,
advices, you want to give out what, but I think we just keep this for the maybe a shot or something like. I think
yeah.
we don't invite this too long,
We need to
but
put
yeah,
like some sort of a bar so we don't go overbear something, you know. So we don't go like somewhere like too dark or too, you know, too negative. Some people, you know, we couldn't expect. Some people they have that negative sides, including myself. You know.
Yeah, I mean all of us,
Yeah,
don't
all
get
of
me wrong,
us.
all of us. But yeah, anyhow, I think yeah, I okay. I think this topic we have gone very deep. I think I don't know about you, but I feel
Yeah.
like it really makes me like question more about my myself, about
Yeah.
this going this deep. So I think uh we'll call it off. I mean we'll end this podcast here for now. But yeah,
Yeah. Sure.
yeah. It's just crazy, man. Crazy bit about how far we went,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
deep we went.
We go
But yeah,
deep because we need to go deep. You know, it's about
yeah,
sharing. It's important for everybody. You know.
yeah. All right. I think that's all for today. I think that's all for today's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we might have got a bit off topic, and I hope you still enjoy it one way or another.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for following us. And yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next one.
All right.
So podcast out.
Podcast out. Bye bye.
Bye bye.